Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. George Springer is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Sabathia's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Gregorius has it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Evan Gattis will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Hit out toward second. Lopez has it. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs. Ryan Braun gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Heading out towards shallow right. Myers is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Center fielder.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Braun looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2. Gary Sanchez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. Short, hit hard. Gung's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. David Ortiz makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Sabathia into his motion. First pitch on its way. Stephen Piscotty comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In the air now, out to right field. Myers moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Jung Ho Gong will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Lifted in the air out to right. Myers has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Greg Bird strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman, Greg
into the windup
Bird.
and the pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Standing in, Julio Lopez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Sean Rodriguez leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Devin Travis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Matt Carpenter takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Line softly out toward left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Chris Young. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Squared that one up just a little late. Third inning, no score to this point. And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Chopped at the plate, but it gets foul. Sabathia pauses. Here's the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Lopez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Evan Gattis stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
1-1.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Corey Myers will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and look at the way the rookie's lighting it up. Boy, he could very well be in the Rookie of the Year discussion with numbers like that.
But that'll be off the right field wall. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Hanley Ramirez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. No one out with a runner at second. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed that time by Ramirez. A strikeout victim, and there's one away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Young posts under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air out to right. Piscotty is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ryan Braun will step in to lead things off here for the Red Sox. Big Poppy on deck to follow.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Fly ball out toward right field. Myers is there now to make the play on Braun, and the Sluggers retired on just 1 pitch. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in steps trouble in the person of David Ortiz, the DH. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. In now, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sabathia sets his sights. Here it is. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, Lopez. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Brett Gardner is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Braun on the run. 1 out. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Digging in, Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Liner toward right center, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Stepping in, Julio Lopez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed, where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Didi Gregorius is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Here comes the runner around third on his way home. And he is in there. Corey Myers steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the end. Jung Ho Gong heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Sean Rodriguez is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Skied into straightaway right. Myers waits on it. 1 down. Devin Travis will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Well, everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Myers has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He reached on a single in his first try. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Hanley Ramirez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty has it in his tracks. 1 away. Chase Headley is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Chase Headley.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Young. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Chris Young will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss, and Young is down on strikes, one away. Evan Gattis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. This is skied out toward right. Myers is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ryan Braun will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. David Ortiz ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Brett Gardner will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And there's your first out of the inning. Gary Sanchez will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And that misses inside. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. Piscotty over to his left. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Greg Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Leading off the inning, David Ortiz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Sabathia gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball to Big Papi. Doesn't miss many of those, and it's 0-2 now. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone. Stephen Piscotty will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
To short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs. Jung Ho Gong steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Little chopper back his way. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
It's time for the
Julio Lopez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
second baseman.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
Oh, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Young is there. And that's the first out of the inning. 1 gone in the inning now, and here's Didi Gregorius. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gong into shallow left. 2 down. Corey Myers will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Myers.
This is in the air out to right. Piscotty is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Sean Rodriguez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo shot to right center, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's now 2-1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. Not close. It's 2-0. Hit in the air out to center field. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. Matt Carpenter digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. On his way to pitch number 75. Pulled toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Chris Young will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Tyler Clippard will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3. And the Hanley Ramirez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Greinke looks in. Here it is on 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Young shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. Chase Headley will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Chase Headley.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gong onto the grass. He's there, but oh, he missed it. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Chopper foul. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Brett Gardner stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's safe. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Gary Sanchez steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Piscotty going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Evan Gaddis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. On the ground near home. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Ryan Braun gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Number 34 is the designated hitter.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. The victory here would go to CC Sabathia if the lead holds up. Swing and a miss, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here. We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Yankees and the Washington Nationals. Stay tuned for Nationals baseball. Next, Gonzalez looks in, 1-0 on its way. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. 2-1 after the foul ball there. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do, work the count and get on base. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Aaron Hicks swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And Ellsbury's running. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Harper, 1 away. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On it's tailor-made to short, 6-4. But not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base. Julio Lopez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Washington, left fielder, Ben Revere.
Liner towards second. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out. At the plate, Trey Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Trey Turner.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Myers moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. Edwin Encarnacion gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. The 0-1 delivery. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Hicks going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Hanley Ramirez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Hanley Ramirez.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Lifted in the air to right field. Harper giving chase. 1 down. Corey Myers will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. TJ Kelsey into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. This is line to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler.
Billy Butler.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit hard to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Starlin Castro gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And a relay home. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So 1 runs across, but the second. Wilson Ramos will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Daniel Murphy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Anthony Rendon takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hot shot on the ground to short. Here's Castro for 1. Over to Butler at first. A double play, and the inning is over. Jacoby Ellsbury is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Aaron Hicks is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's running towards second. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runner going a second time. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. A runner at second, nobody out. Too high, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Gonzalez comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Harper. And that's the first out of the inning. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. Gary Sanchez will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. A man at third with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High pop up. Robinson is there for it. 2 down. Julio Lopez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Julio Lopez.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. A man on third with 2 down. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. You have to figure that he's really swung on and missed. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Harper has a play, and that ends the inning. Danny Espinoza will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Clint Robinson settles into the box for his first chance. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Myers is there to put it away for out number 1. Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Trey Turner is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Runners off for second. And this is hit hard to the right side. A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's on the move again from first. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here. So stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. Hanley Ramirez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Corey Myers stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Lined back over second, and that'll get down for a base hit. At the plate, TJ Kelsey. He reached on a single in his first try.
Kelsey.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Into the box, Billy Butler. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Revere has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But he'll wisely think better of it as he retreats to third, and that's an important first out. Standing in, Starlin Castro. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Tap foul at home plate. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number two.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Turner has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Bryce Harper is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Striding in once again, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Myers over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Daniel Murphy will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Daniel Murphy.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Hicks is under it. And that retires the side. Aaron Hicks will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Chopped foul right at home plate. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Gonzalez is ready. 2-2 on its way home. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he's retired 1 away. Gary Sanchez stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Turner racing back. He gets there, and that's the second out. Julio Lopez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Matt Latos is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Murphy onto the grass. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Corey Myers stands in with runners at the corners now, looking for a third straight two-out hit and a run in the inning. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. On the ground up the middle. Espinosa to his right. He has it. And behind the back, he gets his man. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, one down. Ready for another chance? Danny Espinosa. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And Castro will put this one away for route number 2. Now in the box, Clint Robinson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Robinson.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side. TJ Kelsey makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Chase Headley will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 12, Chase Headley.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Ball 1.
1-1.
This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Greg Bird will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Greg Bird.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Starlin Castro will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Hit hard on the ground to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Now a long throw home. And he is in there. Aaron Hicks will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Revere is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Gary Sanchez strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's a high pop-up calling for it. Robinson, and that's the 3rd out. Leading off the inning, Ben Revere, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Gardner is there, and these fans won't like that, as it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 6th.
Center fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Hit in the air to center field. Ellsbury is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Julio Lopez will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore, it is Revere. 1 away. 1 gone here in the Yankee 7th. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Didi Gregorius will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something. Sent on the ground out to second. Murphy's got it on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Corey Myers gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the... Bryce Harper will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1. Wilson Ramos will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air out to right. Myers is after it. He makes the running play. 2 down. Daniel Murphy will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Leading off the inning, Chase Headley, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Greg Bird comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. On the ground to second base, this could be two. And he is out on the tag. On to first to complete the double play. Starlin Castro steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Oh, and he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball one. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Lifted in the air out to right. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting,
Danny Espinoza will stand in. He flew out his last time up. This is pulled into right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Clint Robinson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
now pitching for New York.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Shot toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Standing in as the potential tying run, Ben Revere. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Runner at second here with one man out. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. 1-1. Hit out towards second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Trey Turner comes to the plate now, representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets a pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AB out of him right here.
Lifted in the air to center field. Ellsbury moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jacoby Ellsbury, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Oliver Perez will come on and make it.
For the Nationals, number 46.
Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Not close. It's 2-0.
For the Nationals. Now playing first base.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Brett Gardner is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting,
Gary Sanchez. Struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit. Sean Kelly will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9. A pitch out. The throw. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Right side hit hard. Spin throw, and he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right. Striding in to start the 9th, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Dylan Betances is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. Betances sets. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bird is there for it. 2 gone. Wilson Ramos comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Sanchez has it on to first, and that's your ball game. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our Topps Player of the Game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can